Hello everyone, welcome, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. So it's now Friday, 5:30 p.m, and I'm really happy that my workday has just finished and TGIF. It's also almost Halloween, and my Halloween ingredients have been arriving, and I'm quite excited about that. Different setting today, it's good to change now and then, and also a different type of video. So today I was thinking of doing a bit more of a tutorial video, and I'm going to be talking about skincare, mainly facial moisturizers, serums and face creams. One thing that I want to bring up here is that my background is in molecular microbiology, and I currently work in clinical trials, so even though I am not a dermatologist, I am very informed about the ingredients that I'm going to discuss during this video. One of the reasons why I wanted to make this video is because I do feel lost in a way, and I bet many of you do as well, about all the propaganda that we are bombarded with from the cosmetic and skincare industry for the miracles that some products can do to our skin. Now, I have to say that it makes me furious that most of these products are not very regulated and they can just claim whatever they want and cheat people. Sometimes it's just small nuances on the languages that are used, or sometimes are just blunt lies about products that will have one application, for example, inside the body or intradermal, and then they are marketed in skincare products as topical applications, but they cannot even penetrate the skin barrier, so they will not actually have any effect. I really think that such claims should be forbidden because they are basically deceiving the consumer, or at least if not forbidden, it should say in the packaging, this product has not been tested scientifically and therefore use at your own risk. The other thing is concentration. So some of these active ingredients that are marketed actually do have an effect, but not at the concentration that they are used in the skincare product. And I do have a funny story about this. I used to work as a researcher in a lab in academia, and we used to send our students to do some projects with some external collaborators, and one of these students did a project with a company that was selling cosmetics and manufacturing them as well. The supervisor of this student was someone I knew, and she went to visit the facilities where the work was taking place, and what she learned was that in the manufacturing process they were just using homeopathic amounts of these active ingredients, and by this I mean minimal amounts, so they would actually not do anything on you. They would just claim to have that ingredient, but the concentration was so low that it wouldn't work. And many of these products do hide the concentrations of their ingredients, so we cannot really tell. So what I will do is review active ingredients that have been scientifically proven in studies that have been published on peer-reviewed articles to have a visible effect on people's skin, and give examples of products that contain those compounds. Obviously, a product will not contain all these compounds together. That would be impossible and too good to be true. But what I will do is recommend a couple of products that contain the most important of these compounds if you don't want to buy a series of products for your skincare routine. In the description of this video I will list all the ingredients that we're talking about and also all the products that we're going to be referring. Right, let's start with the most important one, protection. The ingredients that are available that can actually repair your skin are very few, and the few available have variable efficiencies, and they're actually not very effective at repairing. So protecting is the most important thing. And the biggest source of damage on our daily basis to our skin is actually the sun, so UVA and UVB rays. And what we can use to protect our skin from those UV rays is SPF, or sun protection factor, and a lot of moisturizers now have them, so look for something that has SPF 15 and above, ideally 30. If it is too low it won't protect that much, the higher it is the best. The ingredient in SPF that is actually active to block the UVA and UVB rays is zinc oxide, so look out for that. It's important to say that it's not just because your using a cream with SPF that you can stay for very long in the sun, because after like 1 hour exposure, the UV rays will break down a lot of your moisturizer or sunscreen ingredients, and that will start making it less effective at protecting. So if you can, it's probably good to reapply in the middle of the day or something like that. I know that once we leave the house, and who has time to go to a public or work bathroom and reapply their face cream now and then? It's a bit of a difficult one. So I just want to reiterate, this is the most important ingredient. If you're going to ignore any of the ingredients that I'm going to list, please don't ignore this one, because this is going to prevent the damage to your skin from the sun, which can result in wrinkles, can result in hyperpigmentation, skin spots, and so on. I have a train line in the back of my house, and every time a train passes I need to pause the video, because otherwise you'll hear the train noise, which is really annoying. Normally the windows are quite good at sealing the noise off, and if I'm watching TV or something like that I don't even realize, but obviously when I'm silent making a video it seems to make a huge noise. The next ingredient is retinol. Retinol stimulates collagen production and fades hyperpigmentation. Collagen is everywhere in the body, but in the skin it provides support for our skin cells and gives us integrity, firmness and elasticity in our skin. Retinol is also one of the most studied skincare ingredients, and there is lots of papers that show its effectiveness. So I would say your second most important factor after sun protection factor is definitely retinol. And just a quick side note, I saw a paper where they also tested a cream with retinol, reveratrol and metformin, where they observed good results in skin brightness, damage healing and collagen production. Metformin was also found to work very well in acne and hyperpigmentation, so this might be good for uneven skin tones or for darker spots that you might have in your skin. Two good and affordable products with retinol would be the Indeed Labs Retinol Surface Serum, which costs around 13 something pounds if I'm not mistaken. I'll post the prices below as well. And the one that I'm using right now is the L'Oreal Revitalift SPF 30, which has both SPF and retinol. Vitamin C and E are the next ingredients. There's some evidence that it makes your skin appear smoother and softer, and also there's a study where they have shown that it stabilizes SPF, so it makes it last longer. The other function of these two vitamins is that they are antioxidants. Antioxidants tend to be good to fight free radicals, and free radicals cause damage to our skin. Now, I want to take this with a pinch of salt, because there is a lot of marketing on antioxidants and their benefits. I think there is not enough solid evidence on the benefits of their topical application on our skin, so we need more studies to sort of understand if they are really that effective. I think this is something that I'm going to leave for more studies to determine and for your best judgment. I just want to say that vitamin C is very sensitive to light, so if you're buying something with it as an ingredient, you need to pick a product that has vitamin C as ascorbyl palmitate or sodium ascorbyl phosphate. This is because they are more stable forms of vitamin C, so they won't degrade so easily. A recommendation for a vitamin C product could be the OZ or Oz Naturals Vitamin C Serum, and that's around 17 pounds. The next ingredient is alpha hydroxy acids or AHA. Don't worry, I've written it down. These are very powerful exfoliating agents. Sometimes they're even used as peeling agents at a higher concentration when you go to get a peeling done at your dermatologist or cosmetic clinic, something like that. And what they do is they break the bond between the layer of that skin and the layer of fresh skin, which will give you a better complexion, brighter skin, and possibly slightly younger look. The two forms that are most common of AHAs, and they are best, are glycolic acid and lactic acid. and you want to go for concentrations around the 10%. Here I would just say I wouldn't recommend to use a product like this every day or even twice a day or something like this, because obviously you're exfoliating with it to a level, and that can cause a bit of inflammation if it's used all the time, and inflammation in turn can end up damaging your skin. Maybe use it 3 times a week, something like that. A recommendation for AHA could be the Nakeup Face AHA Scaling Cream, which is £17. Then we have matrixyl. This is a peptide, so it's a component of proteins that was found in a study to double the amount of collagen produced by the skin. So this would have an effect sort of similar to retinol. I don't like to base myself just on one study, because you never know, like sometimes there's fake results, even scientists do things like this. Not saying that this is the case, but because there's more evidence for retinol, if I had to opt between these two, I would choose retinol. An example of a product with matrixyl on it could be the Olay Regenerist, which is around £20. Finally, a minor one, ceramids. They act as protective barriers for your skin. I think this is good, but I wouldn't pick it as my main active ingredient. I would pick it as a complement. If you find a cream that has retinol and ceramids, then yes, pick that one because it has retinol as well. Do not pick something just because of ceramids. I think it is not as important as the other ingredients that we reviewed. So unless you have a lot of money and time, you're not going to buy all these products. Otherwise, you're going to have a huge collection, and it's going to be never-ending in terms of your time routine. What I could recommend is going for a product that you're going to wear during the day. So as a day cream, I normally use something that has SPF 30, that's for sure, because you want to protect against all the UV, and then vitamin C, for example, which complements that function. So I would go for the Body Shop Vitamin C Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30. Then as a night cream, so something that I would use before I go to bed, I would use the Ozy Naturals Retinol Night Cream, which also has vitamin E. Now this is a little bit more expensive, it's £30. So if it is too expensive for a night cream, you can also buy the Olay Regenerist, which doesn't have the vitamin E, but at least it has matrixyl, so it would have that collagen producing factor as well. And finally, around 3 times a week, I would use that Nakeup Face AHA Scaling Cream. So I think with these 3 products, you would have most of the ingredients that are important that we talked about, and hopefully they will make a difference. I just want to say that I'm not being endorsed by any of these brands at all. I just genuinely want to contribute for you to be able to find better and more effective skincare products, and also not give your money away for products with false claims. I know that nowadays there's a lot of products that are targeted for men and for women, and while there are some differences in the skin of men and women, for example, men have on average thicker skin than women, these active ingredients will work for both types of skin. And just because your skin is slightly thicker or has some small differences, you don't need a product that is specific for men or specific for women. So I would not care about those marketing strategies and go for the active ingredients. Okay, so I hope this video helped you finding products that can actually make a difference. Do remember that everyone's skin is different, and you're going to see sort of a variability in results that will be dependent on the individual. If you want to run any ingredient path through me, I'm more than happy to research it for you. So comment below and I'll let you know what I think and what evidence is out there for that product to work or not. Thank you so much for watching and have a great night. Bye!